Hello again, this is Q-doma again. And basically, I guess the first thing I want to say is hello everybody out there in internet land, and also I'm going to say hello to everybody in the TV spectrum. Those of y'all that still watch TV, if you're not too engrossed in the internet. I haven't been doing much lately. Just basically chilling, working. I still work for Walmart, unfortunately. I love that. Been doing some reading here and there, the usual. I looked at this piece online about John Waters, how he was basically talking about his life and everything. Actually, if you look in my section on YouTube, there's a section in there that says Q-doma meets John Waters. Of course, mind you, that was a very brief moment. It was something, basically, I told my significant other told Kate about it, and we basically went to a book signing, and she bought the book. I got a chance to take a picture and video with, basically John Waters, which I must say was quite delightful. Very interesting individual. A lot of things I can definitely say is we have a lot of similarities for the most part. He's definitely not against obscenity. I mean, for me myself, I can definitely say I'm definitely for obscenity too. People don't understand. Just like you have to have good, you have to have bad. I mean, it's just like, I mean, it goes in the same thing with having, something that's sick and twisted. But what I like to say about that is, the only reason why people consider stuff to be weird or odd, or they don't like it, is a lot of times it's because they don't understand it, or if it's not a situation like that, usually the case is it conflicts with what they already been taught. And the thing about it is, I think when it comes to people need to understand. You got to be able to look beyond what you just think or what you've been taught. And this is where the whole deprogramming process comes in. You have a lot of people out there that are just like drones. They don't really have any free will. They only go with the rest of the group. If somebody else says jump, they pretty much jump with everybody else, which I have a significant problem with. Literally, stuff like that kind of thing it disgusts me. Because the thing about it is, it's not saying much about us as people. It's like saying, if we're all just going to just be followers, then what's the point of doing anything? If you're just going to just follow, where does the free will come in? I find that kind of thing as being very, I guess the word I want to use is disgraceful. It's an insult. It's an insult to one's intelligence. It basically also shows that you're less than human. If you're just following a program, basically you're no more useful than the computer that you're setting there. You think about it. Computers, the only reason they do what they do is because someone has to program it. Well, think about it. Let's take a human being. A human being is almost like a computer. When you start off as a child, you're like a blank slate. Well, with that being said is, you have to have a set of rules or whatever. Once these things are implemented, of course, the difference is, the child basically takes these things and interprets it, and it kind of comes into its own identity. But the thing is, what I'm getting at is this drone type mentality is, you know, you have some people, like, literally, they're taught a certain thing, but they just, literally, they just follow everybody else. You know, they don't have the capacity to actually sit there and actually think for themselves, or actually, you know, think outside the box. You know, it's just one way. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everyone has to be open-minded. That's the beautiful thing about living on this planet. You have, you know, the people that are single-minded, or, you know, the people that is totally whatever they are. You know, they're there for a reason. You know, I tell people that too. You know, they are there to serve as an example. You know, well, for one, you know, they make good entertainment. I'm telling you, you know, when it comes to people like Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, and all these type people, you know, that they have their own view, or even O'Reilly. You know, even though I have a little bit more sympathies for O'Reilly versus Rush Limbaugh, but anyway, you know, that's kind of funny coming from me.